Alright. Alright. First off, I want to say Kal, Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways doing this work in all sincerity and in all honesty. Now, this is a brother Yawahala once again. I just want to do a lesson on two videos that I came across, and honestly, it really goes into the whole technological era. Right, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put up a link in the description bar for those videos. So if you're interested and you really want to know what's up, then you can dive into it for yourself, right? And get the true concept behind it or the true understanding behind it as to how things work. But we just want to touch the surface side, go into some scriptures, and we might not go into the second video, but I'm gonna put it up in the description. But we all know that coming 2019, 5G will be launched worldwide, right? They're making preparations from now within the US and certain other countries to set up towers to help. Well, they're getting the locations ready to set up the towers and looking to set up towers for the 5G signal poles, right, to help them with their launch of the whole 5G network, moving to a faster data transfer with wider with a wider bandwidth. Now, with that, I want to get into the video regarding the guy explaining how 5G works, right? So
this is Dan Dix here, reporting for Press for Truth. We're here in Spokane, Washington for what this whole 5G thing is all about. What would you say is, just break it down in a nutshell. What is 5G and why should people be concerned about this?
Well, sure. Let's just by talking about 5G, let's just talk about what we have today, like 4G, for example. So what we have today is we have a bunch of antennas that are standing, along highways or their own buildings or whatever they are, and that is kind of today's system. They have like a central node where you have ports in it for every single person. So they have they're like a base station, it's called, and it just when you pick up your phone and talk or use your text or anything on it, it communicates with a port in that base station, and then it sends that information to wherever you are, routing your information. So that's how it works today, the 4G. But the 5G system, what they plan to do is they plan to just use those antennas as a backbone, so just talking to each other without talking to the actual phones. But what they are going to do is they're going to place antennas everywhere. And the reason why they have to do that is because they're going up in frequency. So with a frequency, you need, when you go up in frequency, it's going to go less and less distance depending on the wattage. So you're going to have more wattage, which is the radiation, the energy that takes to send that signal out. So when that radiation comes out, they're going to have to amp up the power, and that is what the danger is. When I was back in Norway, I was climbing up in cell phone towers, and you have to shut down the tower or else you're going to get completely fried. Your body will be very destroyed. And I have a friend of mine, he can't go through those naked body scanners, those radiation chambers at the airports,
which I don't recommend anyone do.
No, exactly. But he actually had to go through one once, and he just started puking because his inner workings of his body has gotten destroyed by the severe radiation you get by just going in front of one of those towers. And today's 4G towers, they usually send out what's at 60 watts, which is, it doesn't sound like much if you know what wattage is, but it has, the frequency is so much higher, so the radiation of that frequency is more dangerous to you.
So let me get this straight. It sounds like what you're saying is with the implementation of these new antennas, the current antenna system, are they going to be designing like a mesh, like a giant invisible spider web of radiation that's going to be raining down on people? How is this going to work?
Well, yeah, what it's going to do is you're going to have an antenna like right at your door almost, because the frequencies that they're looking at running at is, between 6 gigahertz all the way up to 60. But the problem is today I'm installing with 4G, I'm installing cell phone boosters in people's home. I don't recommend that you ever put that in your house, because now you have a mini cell phone antenna in your house, which is not good for your health. But with the new 5G, they're gonna have to completely put these antennas so close and so tight that I don't know if I want to really be around a place that have 5G, because you're looking at of course they're not gonna have to send out that the 60 watt, which fries people, but they're gonna have to send it out at a decent wattage to actually be able to penetrate into the house, because most houses today, the 4G signal, which is 2.1 gigahertz here in North America, has problems to penetrate already. So with the new system, and they're talking about different aspects and ways to try to make it better and easier for them to penetrate, but
and like me say, still you can watch the rest of the video by yourself. I'll put a link in the description for this and the next one, but explain this explain the whole use of 5G, and the other video explain the use of cell phones and Wi-Fi and radio waves, right? And radio frequency. You understand me? Now, just to understand that, the first listen when I watched this video, right, the first thing came to my mind was this, right? This is Matthew 24 verse 22, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened. Now, the main point why I'm gonna bring up the precept here, why I say it come to mind, is that the man literally say himself, him don't want to live or they in one place where 5G exists. And these are the type of technology that they're going to push coming 2019 all across the world. So even here in Jamaica, we're gonna have 5G technology. And this guy explaining to you that, look, even if them not put 60 watts worth of power pushing out, or joules, the amount of energy pushing out, right, that will harvest enough radiation in your body to fry you, even if they're not pushing that out, they're going to push a substantial amount. Either way, so your body, and these 5G poles are going to be in close proximity to each other. If you want to understand how 5G is going to work, you can YouTube it. What's 5G, how 5G works. You're going to see a lot of videos where people explain to you, and they're going to show you, say, look, in going up in frequency with the bandwidth, the radio waves are going to be short distance. They're going to travel short distance. And the lower you go, the longer the radio wave travel. But the higher you go, the short the range is. This is why they have to build a lot of poles. Like I said, you can look it up. And they're going to build a lot of poles or antennas in close proximity to each other, so that the radio waves can transfer freely without any disturbance or anything. If on tree they block one pole to the next, they have to put one pole closer around the tree or something, just to pick up and transfer to the next one. That's how it's going to be. So they're going to have a lot of antennas dispatched in close proximity within an area. And what that is going to do, that is going to have or harbor a lot of radiation. Even like even having your Wi-Fi in the same room that you're sleeping in or you're constantly being in is harmful to you. You understand me? You ever have your phone, your WhatsApp, you're up on a WhatsApp call, and by the time you're up on the WhatsApp call, the phone get warm, but you have to take it and put it on the next ears, and then you have to put it on speaker because the phone will get hot point. That's the frequency, that's the radiation. That's the radiation being built up over time, and the more it develop more heat. You understand me? It burns off, or it dispensates in the form of heat, right? And when your body taking all of that, it destroys your cell, right? It destroys a lot of things in your body, and it destroys your organs, and it contributes to cancer. It highly contributes to cancer. After a while, you have different types of cancer. You understand me? For female that love put them phone or them something in them breasts, or you even constantly have it in your pocket, right? Or you think men get prostate, where after a certain age you have to check for prostate cancer, or certain things like that. You understand me? Women have to do them pap smear. Of course, you have your different reasons, but don't you think these little things contribute to it? You don't think so? You think all of a sudden you just get up and have it so? Why you think back then people never usually have these type of sickness? Right? These type of trouble. You never have doctors who usually know them something here and do them thing there. Right? Even though the scripture say there's no new thing under the sun. So we do know that, them did have more advanced technological or medical research than what would have now, or would just discover things where back then them used to have it. But at the end of the day, these type of stuff, it never usually affect the people back then. You understand me? Right? And these type of things are what they're introducing into our today's society to mess up our body. And like I said, the first thing will come to my head, except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Because at the end of the day, it's true. When we're around these high level frequency and high level of radiation, it destroys us. Your body literally decays more and more. You understand me? You have different from a mutation will happen. The pitting them come out less fit and active as our predecessors. I mean, 100 or 200 years ago, I couldn't arm wrestle my great grandfather. Right? Or my great grandfather. I can't arm wrestle him. The man is strong and more fit than how I am today. Right? And how Esau set this society to be, him set it so that you're hooked on these devices. You're hooked on these peripheral devices, your tablet, your phone, your laptop, all of these things, social media. You have research shows that your brain produces dopamine every time you get a text message or something, right? Or every time you feel the need for check a notification if somebody messages you on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, if you get a like, if somebody put a ticky on your picture or something, right? Or comment on your picture or video, something like that, your brain stimulates dopamine. These people hire men who sit down and plan how they might make people gravitate to this more, how they might make people want to be on this more often, how we're going to generate more traffic on this website or on this social media, right? You think Facebook was successful overnight? Them invest in a men who sit in our room and plan how they might make people want to be on social media at least an hour longer than they are. Why you think you're on Instagram and all you do for at least 2 hours? You just lay there or sit there for 2 hours scrolling. Him plan this. Him literally engineer how society should run on these type of platform so you can be hooked, and him provide the device or the tool used for these types of platform, knowing that they'll destroy your body over time. Because it's not gonna happen overnight. But when you stay up late in the night with the light off and burn the cells out of your eyes, staring at this bright screen with videos, music or pictures flashing before you, simple form of entertainment that slowly destroys your body. Right? That's why Steve Jobs, one of the main producers for iPhone, him don't make him pitting them to use the product. Him won't pitting them to use iPhone. Bill Gates not make him pitting them use computer and tablet and so. The maker for Microsoft don't make him own pitney use it. Why you think them don't do that? These are the men that makes the device and makes billions from people purchasing their products, but yet still them own family don't use it. Their own kids don't use it. Why you think? You think a coincidence? They know. They literally know. Like me say, run through the two video them. At the end of the second one of the other video me never go in. The other video me never go in. The guy have an article show you how these different devices affect your body. It destroys your organs, your cells, your reproductive system, right? It help contribute to cancers. And I mean, a lot of these emitting frequency, radio waves, radio frequency, it going night. Check it. This is Micah. This is Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds, because these men know from 1972, them know about radio frequency. And when they hear radio frequency, what come to mind? The RFID chip. The chip where they want to implement globally. Right? Which we do know that that's the mark of the beast. Right? But they want to forcefully implement upon these people. It's radio frequency. I mean, you take that. Research show that people who take the RFID, their body literally reject it, or they're more prone to high level of cancer. Why? Because you have a device inside your body that's literally transmitting, sending out and receiving radio frequency. Well, it send it out actually, because once the RFID reader sends out the signal, the RFID chips pick it up, it's going to transmit the information that's on it, or the data that's stored on it. And that's your body taking in such radio frequency to power the device. What do you think is going to happen to your cells in the process of that? Right? So too with these so-called smart devices, having them every day around us, in front of us, you sleep next to it, you have it to play with every single day in your pocket, all of that. You don't think it's a destroyer? And like I said, these people know. They know all of this. It's not like Esau not aware, right? From I think roughly, I know a mistake, but from 1972 or around there, him experiment on this type of technology. So now you don't think him a perfect in craft. Hence you have the same device where you watch this video on, the same device, and make sure put in place for you have. Read over about the same scripture here. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it. Of course, him practice it in research. That's why him have it in him research. Him study it. Him work upon it. Him want to know how him can make people want more of this. How him can make people want dive into this more. Enjoy it. That's why I hire researchers to go and find out what would make people want to use my social media a little more. That they'll have their phones at least 2 hours in the afternoon. Different from the hour they would spend throughout their lunchtime, right? Or the hours they would spend throughout the days looking through different pictures, videos, everything they would find upon them social media side. Right? It's a way for programming, for hook you to things that are not healthy for you. Because it is in the power of their hand, which is true. These cell phone giants, Samsung, Mac or Apple, Asus, Huawei, all these companies, they know, they do research on this. Apple when you go in settings, general safety and precaution, I think I saw. Yeah, every phone's supposed to have it. It shows you the regular safety precaution as to how you're supposed to have your phone. You're not supposed to have your phone certain distance close to you, especially at nights. They recommend you turn off the network. Turn off network if you're not using it. or if you're going to bed or something, or turn off the phone. Them recommend things like that on their safety guideline policy. People don't read that. And people will know that no of them phone are healthy or good for them. And still say, "Chop, you're going dead anyway." That's being wicked, yo. That's being wicked. These people know that they're destroying us, and then yet still, them same one come out and tell us all these things, or them tell you how slow your phone a move, or slow your laptop a move, right? Tell us, say, yo, look, with the new cell phone we're bringing out, it will have a larger bandwidth, so the internet will move faster. You ever take your phone out and you click on WhatsApp and one white screen come up and you still wait, and then WhatsApp finally load up and it take a long to load, and then they come up with the next one and say, "Oh no, this one is way faster. It have this processor, it come with this memory," and them tell you one bag of sweet something. The camera way better, so you can take better picture, and not don't worry. You have a little share button where you click on and you see some option come up and you can share it by your favorite social media site, and you feel giddy, you get excited, and them say, "Oh, not only that, but our new camera feature comes out with different filters." So you say filter. So when you look now, you click on the filter, and I must say, yes, with the filter you can edit how you look. So if you're not that fair looking of a person, you know, your hair don't look so hot, you can click on the filter and edit it how you like it. Right? These are the things that they engineer, that they sit in office, in meetings, and plan how them are gonna get people for get hooked to these devices, how them are gonna have them on these social platforms, right? When they do know that it's not good for you socially, physically, right, and spiritually, they know it's not good for you. But yet still, them still put forward for do it. This is Isaiah 32, verse 7. The instrument also of the curl are evil. He devised wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words and tell everything sweet. Why these things are good good for you, good to use, right? How it can help you get around in society. You have a problem working at home and all of that, you can't get to finish your work, not to worry. Just take out your phone and finish your document while you're on the subway, right? Or heading home, you can tell Google, talk to Google, and Google will set the time for your next meeting or something. They tell you these things to show you how efficient and how good and how you need it in your life. But do you? We need all of this? This man has polluted the society, yo. Give you what he tells you need. Know when you need it, him tell us you need it. Right? Literally program you and tell us, yo, you need this. Take it. And like a lamb to a slaughter, you follow it. It's like the scripture said. The instrument also of the churl are evil. He devised wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. Right? These are the same things we tell people of, yo, and this is just another aspect of the story. This man has done many different things to mess us up. Right? But I just want to touch on one part of the aspect there. So with that, I want to say Kal, Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways doing this work in all sincerity and in all honesty. The sisters, believers, the helps. Shalom.